The Bird Hospital at the Marine Science Center will answer the question, what do you do if you find a baby bird? So if you find a baby bird, the first step is to determine the stage of development. Is it a hatchling? Is it a nestling? Or is it a fledgling? Based on the stage, you can take the appropriate action. So let's take a look at how to tell the difference. First of all, a hatchling is usually 0 to 3 days old. It hasn't opened its eyes yet, and it has the little wisps of down on its body, but no feathers. So in this picture, you will see a hatchling. A nestling is usually 3 to 13 days old. Its eyes are open, and the wing feathers may look like tubes because they're about to break through their protective sheaths. So those are the first two ways of classifying the really small birds. So if you were to find a hatchling or a nestling on the ground and it is not injured, the best thing to do is return it to the nest. And I know a lot of people have heard the rumor if you touch a baby bird, the mother will smell it and not take care of the baby. But this is not true. Your scent will not prevent the parents from caring for the baby bird because birds don't really have a sense of smell. So if you find a hatchling or a nestling on the ground, you can certainly return it to the nest because the best place for a baby is with its parents. So what if the nest is not visible? What you can do is you can make a surrogate nest. You can take a small tub of like margarine or sour cream or a basket or something like that, poke holes in the bottom for drainage, and then make a couple of holes near the top so you can secure string or zip ties or something like that to it. And then put some soft grass into it, make it a cup shape. You want to make sure it has a cup shape, otherwise the legs of the baby bird could be injured. Then you want to secure it to the tree and place the baby bird inside. You want to secure it as close to the spot where you think the nest originally was. What will happen next is that the parents will hear the chirps of the baby bird. They will come feed it and come take care of it from there. So if no nest is visible, you can make a surrogate nest. If the bird that you have found on the ground is a fledgling, what that means is it's 13, 14 days old in that range, maybe older. It's fully feathered, but the wings and tail are short. It may not be a great flyer yet, but it can walk, hop, and flutter. This is identified as a fledgling. So if you find a fledgling on the ground, then what you want to do is observe it carefully. You want to confirm that the parents are around and feeding it. If the parents are around and feeding it, leave it alone. It's perfectly fine. The parents will teach it to fly from the ground, and the bird will be fine. If the parents are around, but the bird is in immediate danger, if it's near traffic, if it's near pets, or some other danger, it would be okay to move the bird to a nearby tree or shrub where it will be safe. But the idea is minimal contact with the bird is always best. If the parents are not nearby or it is injured, the best thing to do is to call the Marine Science Center or other wildlife rehab service for advice on how to proceed, and if necessary, transport the bird to the rehabber. If the bird is already in the cat's mouth, even if the bird does not appear to be injured, please bring the bird to the Marine Science Center or a wildlife rehabilitator. Birds can get a bacterial infection from a cat bite and will need immediate treatment. So a couple of tips for baby birds. Please do not give them food or water. They have a very specific diet, and feeding them anything could do more harm than good. You always want to intervene as little as possible because it's best to have the parents take care of the baby bird. And please do not try to raise the bird on your own. It's always best to ask for assistance of a rehabilitator instead of trying to raise the baby bird on your own. In a lot of states, it's even illegal to have any wildlife in your home. So those are a couple of quick tips. Remember, if you find a baby bird on the ground, the best place for a baby bird is always with its bird parents. Only intervene if the baby is injured or orphaned. So this has been some advice of what to do if you find a baby songbird. Keep in mind, if it is a baby raptor, it's a little bit more complicated, and be sure to contact the rehabber directly. So hopefully now you know exactly what to do if you find a baby songbird.